Well, hello folks, how are we doing? This is Scott and we are playing Chernobylite once again. Let me just check and make sure we are recording here. That's the wrong thing to check. Where is it? Here it is. And we are. How you doing? Okay, let's see. This is going to be slightly different. We're not going to be doing a playthrough video. This is going to be very short. It's going to be telling you things that I should have been made aware of before playing the fucking game. There's a whole lot of that in this fucking game. I'm going to give you about 6 points. 5, maybe 6. Things that you should know when you first start playing this fucking game. Alright. Number 1. The number 1 thing to learn when you're playing this game is once you get here to your base, mine is not very comfortable, so Anton's dead. Olivier's not too happy with me, but one of the very first things you have to make is this. It is a stove. It is a crafting stove and allows you to, if you have the materials, craft things that you need. Anti-radiation ointment, some calming salts, I refer to them as bath salts in the videos, and the healing salt. Now, why do I say this? This is extremely important because if you watch one of my earlier videos, the very first video, come to find out when you kill somebody in this game, because you are a doctor by profession, not a merc, it wears on your fucking ego. It wears on your soul. It makes you go crazy. And as you go crazy, this little thing down here, this gauge down here, as you go crazy, all kinds of weird stuff happens. You start hearing voices, you can't see that well, and then eventually if this goes completely down to 0, which it did on my case, it starts to eat away at your health, slowly but surely. Okay, so to do this, to fix this, you need the bath salts. And this, the bath salts. You take one of those, and my gauge will go back up. See? And now I'm okay. So that's the first thing you need to do. Make sure that early on you get the fucking stove. Very easy to build. Doesn't require much. Doesn't even require generator. And you make yourself some bath salts and some healing stuff, and focus on that. I know if for some reason it takes herbs to make a goddamn lathe in this game, but there you go. But very early on, the very first thing you want to do, one of the very first things you want to do is this. Okay? Get that thing right. That's number 1. Number 2. This is Olivier. And you can talk to Olivier and you can get training from Olivier. Now, I got training from Olivier early on, but I didn't really know what I was doing. So I got skills. As you level up, you get 1 skill point. Certain things that he can teach you cost 1, certain things cost 2, certain things cost 3. The upper levels like this one and this one cost 3. This one is called stunning. And that one's a very good one to get to start off with. You need to be 2 levels up, a level 2, so you got to save your first skill point. Don't spend it. Don't get training like I did for stealth or for more precision with your pistol. Forget that. Save it until your second level up, and you have 2 points, and get this one called stunning. What this does is it allows you to take out an enemy without killing them. So if you take out an enemy without killing them, you don't end up going crazy as fast, okay? That's number 2. The big thing here is when you go for the perk points, to spend the perk points, when you get your first one, you'll be inclined to spend it and get better precision with your gun or better stealth. Don't. Wait and get the stunning thing so that you can knock people out without killing him, so you haven't got to keep taking this medicine, the bath salts, to keep from going crazy. Okay? That's number 2. Number 3 is, again, with Olivier. Olivier is going to give you his gun so you can go off on your first mission. It took me 2 missions. I found a gun. You'll find another gun when you get back from your first mission up here in a box. There'll be a big white box sitting up here. And you'll say, gee, what's in that big white box? What's in the big white box is a gun. Now I have found another gun. So I have 2 guns. I have this one that's upgraded, and I have this one I found on the scene, out fighting around, right? When you have 2 guns, come back to Olivier.
What's going on, Igor?
And then have him show you his equipment.
Can we swap some stuff, Olivier? Sure, whatever you need.
Now, this will be blank, and this will be blank. Which means he's out there fighting, you're sending him off to do missions, he's got no gun. As soon as you get back from the first mission, go up there and look for that white box, there'll be a gun in it, come back down and give it to Olivier. He needs a gun. He's not going to get one on his own. Now, I also have a camouflage station, and I can make fucking armor. I have an armor station. And I made armor for him, and I gave him a set of armor as well. So he's got the same armor I do. It's relatively inexpensive, and it helps you with stealth. Okay? So, number 3, give Olivier that second gun. And that's right after your first mission. Because you're sending him out to do missions, he's coming back and he's not fucking successful on his missions. You don't want to give him any damn bread because he's successful, he's a loser. Unsuccessful, he's a loser. Give him a gun. Alright? Give him a gun. That's number 3. So we've got stunning, we've got stove, we've got Olivier's gun, and we've got the next thing you want to do as soon as possible. As soon as possible. Now you can only do 1 mission a day, so I can't really go out right now. This is me coming back from a mission. You have to build this so you can build anything else to start with. It's the first thing you can build. I built a crafting station here for the armor. I built an air purifier. I've got 2 generators running, and I built an upgrade station for my pistol. Okay, for my guns. Well, that's all well and good, but really after building this and a generator, the very first thing you want to do before you even go out on your 3rd fucking mission is to build one of these. This won't do anything for you. You can't work on this. This is your laser cutter, but your laser cutter opens up all different kinds of other things that you can build. Most importantly, this one. This is the grinder. This is the only thing that I know of that it makes lockpicks. Cheap to make, as you can see. A couple mechanical parts, a little bit of chemicals, and I have 5 of these now. Why is that important? That's important because when you go on a mission, you are going to find locked doors. As you find the locked doors, there's all kinds of goodies behind the locked doors. And the only way to get a locked door open is to have a lockpick set. You haven't got to pick it like in Skyrim or some shit like that. It just uses up the lockpick set. Okay? But very fucking important to have in your inventory, wherever they are. I don't know where they are. They should be in my inventory. I don't know where the fuck they are. I should have 5. Here we go. Lockpick sets. There you very important to have in your inventory as soon as possible. As soon as possible. So there you go. So number 4 of this list is build that damn laser printer thing, laser cutter here, and then go over here and build the fucking crafting station, build the fucking grinder. All right? Absolutely imperative that you do that. All right? So, everything is kind of hunky-dory now. You'll want to get a second generator because lights will start going out when you have too many things plugged in. This would be number 5 if I had to choose a last point, a 5th point for you to do. Build this guy. This is your armor station. You can build all sorts of armor from here. I can't afford it now because for some reason I need the herbs to make some fucking metal armor, but there you go. This is the camouflage armor, and you can just crank out metal plates, which you can use to reinforce your armor. Speaking of which, let's see if okay. So this one doesn't offer a whole lot of protection in terms of armor, but it does help you remain stealthy, which is why I made that one in the first place. That's this one here. The camouflage armor. Basically a ghillie suit. Alright, there you go. There's 5 steps, there's 5 tricks that I can impart upon you to figure out how to play this game and do it in such a way that it doesn't drive you absolutely batshit crazy. What's that? I don't know. Stalker's drink of choice, alcohol. Alright, there you go. Just a few tips and tricks. I will do another tips and tricks as I'm more into the middle of the game someplace. As I learn more, there's all kinds of stuff apparently in this damn game to figure out. Tons of stuff in this game to figure out. And it's not a huge map. You have different little areas to go to. Now I'm going to just do a little grinding and go back tomorrow to some of these areas and open these doors because now it's the first time I just made the lockpick. And this thing's being chewed up over here. See that? That thing's almost completely engulfed in that ship. Anyway, I thank you guys very much for your time. I hope that helps. These are things that I wish I had known when I first started this game. Things I wish I had known. Certainly make things a lot easier. Not having to figure that shit out. And I hope that helps. See you later.